Today we are going to learn about two important parts of a story, the characters and the setting. The characters are who the story is about. For example, the characters in a story might be about people, like this little boy or this little girl. The characters from the story could be animals, like a bunny rabbit or a dog. And the characters from a story could be a creature, like a fairy or a purple monster. All of these are examples of characters, the people, animals, or creatures in a story. Another important element of stories are the settings. Can you say setting? Great job. The setting is where and when a story takes place. For example, a story could take place in a castle or on a boat. The story can also tell you when, or the setting can also tell you when the story takes place, like at nighttime or daytime. And it can tell you if the story took place inside or outside. Remember, the setting is where and when a story takes place. Paying close attention to the characters and setting can help us understand the story better. Today our task, or our job, is to identify the characters and setting in Keisha and Can. Let's go back to the story. This story we read a few days ago. It's about Keisha Ann going to school for the first time and all of the things that she's able to do. Let's take a look at this picture. We're going to try to identify who the character is in this picture. Remember, the character is the person, the animal, or the creature in the story. In this picture, do you see a person? I see a person too. I see Keisha. Could this paintbrush be the character of the story? Is this a person? Is this paintbrush a creature? Or is this paintbrush a person? An animal? No, that's silly. The person in this story is Keisha Ann. Do you see another character on this page? I heard someone say this person. We can tell she's a person because she has features like us, like a mouth and eyes and nose. Who do you think this character is? I heard friends say that this is the teacher. Maybe this is the teacher because she's taller than Keisha and her friends, and she's leading them in reading a sentence. Great job identifying the character in this story. Let's now look to see if we can find the setting of our story. Where does it take place? Let's take a look at this picture. I'm going to pause and give you a moment to think. Where is our story, Keisha Ann Can, taking place? In this picture, I notice a blackboard. It's a board where you can use chalk to write. Above the blackboard, I see lots of numbers. And in this picture, I notice some things I see. I see an ABC word wall. I see shapes and pictures. I notice this is a rug, and these boys and girls are sitting at a table. Where do you think these pictures are? Where's the setting of our story? Do you think they're at home right now, boys and girls? Do you think they're at the zoo, seeing lots of new animals? No, I don't think that makes sense. I don't see any animals. Do you think they're in a classroom or at a school? Correct. Great job. You use the clues from the picture to figure out the setting of the story. Where the story took place was in a classroom and inside the school. Remember that identifying the characters and the setting helps us become better readers and helps us understand the story better. All right, now it's time to get out the My Book workbook, page 4. We have spent the first part of today identifying the characters and the setting from the story Keisha and Can. Remember that the characters are the people, animals, or creatures in a story, and the setting is where and when the story takes place. I want you to turn and talk to someone near you about who is a character that you could draw from the story Keisha and Can. Turn your body and use your words to tell them a character from the story. I heard lots of boys and girls say that a character from the story is Keisha, the little girl. So now with your writing and coloring utensils, draw a picture of Keisha in this box. Here is my example. I drew Keisha, a kindergartner ready for school. Keisha is a person from my story. She's a character. After you're done drawing your picture, put your crayon or pencil down so we can move on. Point to the second box. In this box, you're going to draw a picture of the setting in Keisha and Can. Remember, setting is where the story takes place. Turn to someone at home and tell them the setting of our story or where the story took place. Oh, I heard someone say that the setting was at the lake. Was our story at the lake? Were they outside near water? Nope. Think again. Where did the story take place? Great job. This time I heard you say that the story took place at school. So go ahead and draw a picture of school or the classroom in this box. I went back into the story and I remembered that Keisha was in a classroom that looked like this. I saw some ABCs at the top, and I saw some shapes, and I saw the calendar in the school. Go ahead and finish drawing your school. When you're all done, go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back. Remember, today you identified the characters or who the story was about, and the setting, where the story took place or when it took place. Great thinking today.